It's a great honor and pleasure to be here with all of you, both because I'm an Indian and I also stay in the Seychelles. I carry with me the warm wishes of the President, France Albert Rene, the Vice President and Minister of Finance, Mr. James Michel, who refused to give me a written message. He says, no, with India I can't do that. We are too close to them. But he only told me one thing. He said, there are few people who have made a lot of difference to Seychelles. And we have most of them here on stage tonight. But one person singularly who's been the greatest marketing manager for Seychelles, unfortunately he's not up for hire, Mr. Mahesh Bhatt. Please join me in giving him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Mukesh Bhatt, we met in a barber shop here. I just went and had a haircut half an hour back before coming here. He's lived up to more than he had promised Seychelles. We also unfortunately missed tonight another gentleman who my little 5-year-old daughter is an ardent fan of because he called her Choto Bodhi, Sharad Kapoor. Wish him all the best. Great things to come for him. We also have Pooja. She went to a little island in Seychelles which has 2,000 people, and the only mode of transport is oxcart taxis. One of the oxcart taxi owners, his prized possession is a photograph of Shah Rukh Khan and Juhi Chawla and his oxcart taxi. And that is where Pooja went into a 3 million year old granite natural bathtub in the middle of the ocean. Welcome back, Pooja. You're coming back very soon. One little word about our good friend Vikram and Mr. Mukesh Bhatt. They went into a beach. I have that photograph. Whoever gives me the maximum money from the press, I'll sell it to them. They said, Fareeb, hit ho jaye, na jaye, yahan par aake ruk jayenge. And I still have that photograph, so you better buy it out of me. And finally, I've been in the Seychelles for 6 years. As an Indian, I've tried to do my job. But there is one person who sold India as a true ambassador of India. They loved her, she loves Seychelles, she loves India. And she continues to do the job, which I don't think many Miss Universes would do. They will crucify me for that. But ladies and gentlemen, a true ambassador of India, Sushmita Sen. Seychelles loves you, we love you all. Thank you. Sorry for boring. Thanks.
Now that was enough masala to keep all the Hindi film magazines going for a long time. And now, may I hand over the mic to a man who's always had a way with words. May I now request Mr. Mahesh Bhatt to please address the audience. Mr. Mahesh Bhatt.
Thank you. I was telling Mukesh, you don't get opportunities to knock at the door of Miss Universe often in your life. This was one knock which was absolutely in sync. I made sure that the pause was right. I made sure that the sync was right. Silences terrify me. Where do I begin? When you begin a love story, you don't know where to begin. I only know one thing is, it was a very impassioned narration of Vikram, which convinced me to do a film like this in this record time. It was the reckless spirit of my brother Mukesh Bhatt, which made him back my vision once again. It was the audacity of Sushmita Sen to take a piggyback ride on my not very firm shoulder. And I'm certain that this drought which is haunting my professional career will end when Seychelles showers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you very much for being here tonight. It is certainly a very special night for all of us.
I'd like to thank right at the beginning HMV for presenting such a beautiful evening and making it so very special. And about the music, what is so special is that when it was written with passion. When it was composed with passion. When it was put together with passion. When it was picturized with passion. And today, when it's being released with passion. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight, all of you present here are actually such an incredible encouragement for me and for my co-stars and for the entire unit who put in so much of effort. And also for the music, because when I started to hear the music, I was like, oh my God, how am I going to handle this? This is my first film, my first time I'm going to be dancing and singing. But the music was so brilliant that I didn't have to act. I could feel the music and I could perform. So whatever you shall see on screen, it is going to be a heartfelt, a very soul-felt kind of feeling. I'd like to thank everyone here who've put in so much of effort for today's release and what you're going to hear in the release. And I hope this music reaches out to you and does the purpose of a knock, a Dastak. And I take this opportunity to thank, most importantly, my director, Mahesh Bhatt, who is the man behind, I think, my best performance ever. And I'm saying this only because no matter how many films I do after this, I won't be raw. But he created something out of a raw person. He made me into an actress. And I'm very glad that, I could work with a man like him, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I love him to death. It's because he's one person who I don't just treat as, my director, but a person who through my shooting schedule has taught me a lot, has scolded me a lot, has been nice to me a lot, has made me cry, has made me smile, and has brought out an actress out of me which I didn't think existed. Mukesh, of course, for putting in so much of money. He is the reason for the film to be here. And certainly everybody from the technicians, my cameraman Bhushan, who's done a brilliant job. He's made me look pretty. He's made my performance look more expressive. My writer, Vikram Bhatt, who's a darling. He's a friend and certainly the best man as far as doing my script a lot of good. And he's certainly put out my character very well. Well, there's just so many people to thank, and I have such a bad memory, and I keep missing out on people. I'd like to thank everyone. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here.